Your boy got coded. Yeah, so that happened. Kind of a crazy situation. The Bedlam code situation is crazy, and I know a lot of you guys probably have a lot of questions, like how did this happen? How they're just giving anyone a code these days, huh? If Bedlam can get but also not just like how did you get a code, but like how did you actually get a code? Like what was the process for that like? And is the content going to change? Are you now gonna have to be more family friendly, or switch up on your day ones and slime out the homies because now you got to make your back? All great questions. I kind of want to talk about it in this video a little bit in depth, just like what this means for the channel, what this means for me going forward, and maybe give you like a little bit of insight, a little bit of behind the scenes on what it's actually like to make content officially through Supercell's creator program. So let's just jump into the kind of the story of how this all happened. But before we begin, of course, let me just get the obligatory inflation out of the way, just so you guys know, okay? Ain't nothing changing about this channel. Not if I can help it. Or the main channel, for that matter. It's all being the same thing. No, I will not go family friendly. That's fucking stupid. And there is a chance that my code will get, like, you know, maybe toxic genied. But I think not. And I will kind of explain the reasoning and thought process why later on in this video. But like first, let's just kind of go over the general sequence of events, the timeline. How did I even get a code to begin with? And it all kind of started, I would say, what is it now? Like 8 months ago? 9 months? I don't even remember, bro. Straight up like a baby could have been born in this time. Holy shit, oh my god, this channel's old. But a while back, I made that coin shortage video talking about kind of the general state of the player resource economy, dispelling some myths, maybe glazing Supercell up a little bit, I don't know, here and there. I mean, it's like, I don't try to intend to glaze Supercell to like try to pander to get a code or anything. I literally just kind of say it how I think it is. Maybe I am just genuinely do believe in glazing Supercell because I think they're honestly a decent dev company, and that just happens to get me a code. I mean, you know, it's just like type shit that happens. Now, after I made that coin shortage video, I actually got DM'd by Danny's Supercell. Now, I'm not going to show you, like, the DMs that he sent, because I think that's, like, leaking, and I obviously, Danny is putting quite the work for me, and I have put in quite the work for Danny, you know, sucking the filling out of his dick. But he actually messaged me after that coin shortage video on Twitter and said, and I quote, Bedlam, you are so handsome and Sigma and swag and majestic, and I want to merge my beard with your hair because they're both long enough, and we can create a little hair amalgamation baby thing that will go on to fulfill its destiny as the hair savior, the hair Jesus. It's literally, he will cancel male pattern baldness. I don't what the fuck am I saying? I'm really asleep. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep, by the way. For unrelated reasons. Yeah, my day was kind of weird. So that's kind of what happened. And he did note one caveat, because for anyone who has seen that coin shortage video, you might recall that in that video, I made, you know, a few interesting jokes about the things that I would do to Danny from Supercell in exchange for a creator code. Paid by Supercell directly? Danny or Frank, please, I'm begging you, I'll literally suck the skin off your dick for a code, please. So, to be clear, there's no, like, false idea that Supercell has on the types of videos that I make. They know. When I first got the code and I announced it in my Discord, you should show my Discord, by the way, I got a lot of people saying that, like, oh my god, lose code, speedrun, bro, did Supercell not even watch your videos? How did they possibly let you have a code, blah, blah, blah. Like, they must not know you have a second channel, they must not know this, that. Like, they actually, surprisingly enough, they know, actually. They know the type of videos I make. They've watched them. Alright, we're on Bell's Cock. The dash also has some utility in modes like Brawl Ball, allowing you to juggle balls like your mom did to mine last night. And they apparently like them. They think they're pretty funny. I guess when you make videos with kind of more mature humor, you target a more mature audience. Nah. But if there are any mature ladies out there... No, I'm sorry. So yeah, Danny did also specifically comment on that bit and said, you know, I really like your video. He basically said, I really like your video, except the part where you talking about what you would do for the code. But everything else... Wait, pause. Was pretty banger. And I was like, yo, bet, I didn't actually think that you would even see that video That is really fucking embarrassing, because I think at that point, that wasn't even the first time that I mentioned or name dropped Supercell Danny as like a running gag on the channel. The mentioning random Supercell community managers and employees was like a gag for a while, actually. So
keep in mind that whatever changes you make to your loadout don't carry over into the next ranked game, which is super annoying and is yet another quality of life change that I'm holding Supercell Danny accountable for not adding to the game yet, along with adding a third row of brawlers to the draft screen, increasing club member limits to at least 50, increasing club trophy requirements past 35, letting you favorite certain friends, converting excess power points to gold, and most importantly, letting me run my fingers through Danny's majestic beard.
Yeah, that was kind of like a, ooh, that's, damn, people actually watch my videos moments, like shit. So yeah, you know, yada yada. We shared a few messages back and forth, like when are we meeting up? Have you gotten tested recently? Have I gotten tested recently? You know, we're just kind of exchanging contacts and details, and you know, that was basically it. Now, after like a month or so, I kind of sat on that interaction for a while, because I was like, wait, I can't believe the real Supercell Danny, handsome, majestic, Jesus-looking Portuguese man. Is he Portuguese or Brazilian? I'm so sorry, Danny, I don't know. I wonder if I could have like actually spun this to maybe getting some kind of relationship going, some kind of like inside info. So I basically asked like, yo, what's the word on like, so am I getting that code? Like, you know, we shared such an intimate experience together, Danny. I mean, I feel like you could at least, you know, get some dinner with me after, like give some aftercare, you know, what's the word? But you gotta like trench it in, you know, well, maybe it's for the sake of getting the dev build. And he basically just said like, yeah, you're not getting that code, bud. Refer to the creators Discord and you'll see maybe something there. Now that kind of then brings us to maybe talking a little bit about like what is the creator Discord and like, and how does access to the dev build work and stuff like that. So that all works through basically this system. I don't know if this is like NDA and I'm not supposed to show this, and if it is, I'm sorry, please don't take my code away. But I like, as far as I know, this is kind of a public-ish information. Like, I don't think this is hidden anywhere, and I think it's kind of useful if anybody wants to get in on this to know about it. But basically, there's like a website called creators.supercell.com. That's a portal for Supercell creators to get like roadmapped onto becoming an official Supercell creator. And I don't remember the exact requirements, but when you have a social media platform, whether that's like a Twitch account or YouTube or TikTok or whatever, I think it's one of those three though, you basically have the option to, oh, and there's also Instagram, but you basically, you have the option to connect these accounts to your creator account that you can create on this website, and then if you hit like a certain number of followers or view counts, you can qualify to become like an official Supercell creator. So it's honestly pretty simple. Like, you don't actually have to do anything crazy. You literally just have to achieve a certain metric and you can become like an official creator. And then when you become an official creator, you get a few interesting perks. So you have access to this thing called Creator Elixir. It's almost like an in-game currency where you can spend it on skins and things to give away to people. So I can spend like 30,000 Creator Elixir on 5 random star drops and then give people, I guess, codes for 5 star drops. Wow, that's so sick. Oh my god, that's such a great way to spend my Creator Elixir, guys. I love my PowerPoints. You might imagine why I haven't really been spending my Elixir and why I have like almost 200,000. There's also some other things. You used to be able to buy actually a creator exclusive profile picture. That's why a lot of people, so many people have like a creator profile picture you might see in the wild who you've never heard of before. And a part of that might be just like, you know, they make shorts and so you just never will see them, or they're like international or whatever. But a part of it is also like, it's honestly not that hard to become like an official creator and have access to like the tier 1 creator thing. You just have to grind a little bit and you'll eventually get there. Yeah, so on my main account, I did actually buy the creator icon. I just choose not to use it because I'm trying to create an aesthetic with my profile picture. You know, the pink, I think, synergizes really well with the women's rights icon. And you know, guys, that I love women so much. And I'm trying to show my solidarity so that maybe I can performative mail my way into getting a Brawl Stars girlfriend. But that's neither here nor there. Just for some like little lore, they did end up removing the creator icon from the access to the store. Like, nobody can buy it anymore. So if you have it, then you have it. And if you don't have it, then you missed out on your chance. And they replaced it with the creator spray. And I think the reason is because they were like, because it was so easy to get the creator icon to become like a tier 1 creator and stuff. People who had the creator icon equipped were like doing like weird shit and like just stuff that's like blatantly against TOS, being toxic. They were getting screenshotted. People were like talking them up on Reddit and social media platforms like, man, who is this fucking official creator? I can't believe Supercell would allow these people to just do this or that and be toxic. Like, that's so fucked up and messed up, and it doesn't reflect very well on the company and this and that. So they decided to remove that, and obviously those creators get removed from the program if they break like the TOS and shit. Actually, wait, Tengu Mike is kind of a dope skin. Maybe I could give this away. You can also see you can give away 3 Brawl Passes if you have 210,000 Elixir, which is kind of insane. So I'm actually probably just going to save for that. But yeah, that's essentially the creator program. You have access to Elixir, and you can get it for achieving certain, there's like bounties that for like if you get a certain number of views and milestones and stuff. There's little tutorials here too on like how to do this or that if you want to like try to learn on like making videos better and stuff. I don't really know. I don't interact too much with this website. I rarely remember to collect my daily free Elixir anyways, and I really just go on whenever there's a given giveaway. And you can see on the top right here, there is also like a Discord channel that you get access to when you become an official creator. So yeah, that's the creator Discord. It's just the place where a bunch of creators kind of jerk their shit, connect with each other, or try to arrange collabs, and have a little bit more direct connection to some community managers. And that's basically everything there is for most people. Now, there is a tier above the tier 1 creator, and because I've been saying, you know, tier 1 creator kind of implies there's more tiers to this. I thought there were 2 other tiers, but now that I've become tier 3, I think there's actually like a tier higher. So now I don't actually know there's like an official naming scheme. I'm just kind of making it up on my own. But like what I'm calling tier 3 is what Supercell calls their super creators. So when you look on these tabs, there's the creators elixir where you can like trade your elixir for stuff. Also the fan kit, which everyone has access to, by the way, to like get Supercell images and stuff. Anybody can access this website. It's literally a public domain, and you can just kind of go on, and this is where I get some stuff for my thumbnails on the main channel. There's also the creator boost tab here, and this I finally have it unlocked, but this is only accessible, okay, code Bedlam in the Brawl Stars shop, by the way, and I get more if you use the actual Supercell store link, so definitely use that instead of just using the in-game store if you're down with what I'm saying. But this is the creator code page, and you only have access to this once you become a super creator. This to me is what I've been calling a tier 3 creator, because there is kind of like an in-between segment between like an official Supercell creator and a super creator, which is when you build some kind of relationship with the community managers, or like kind of become a little bit clouded and a little bit known, and then you get access to some sneak peeks, like balance changes before they hit into maintenance, things like that a lot of creators do like kind of early access videos on. You don't get access to the dev build though. That is also only for super creators. And so this is kind of like the ultimate goal, I guess, is in the creator's path, the journey. Official creators is like one milestone, and then becoming like a tier 2 creator is like, that's the next milestone where you can have some access to some more sneak peeks, become a little bit more connected in the Supercell community. And then the ultimate peak, you know, form of creator existence, or is what I thought was the super creator, the tier 3, you know, the giga penis creator, where you can get paid by Supercell every time someone uses your code and they make an in-app purchase on the Supercell store, which is awesome. That's fucking sick. Now my boost revenue right now, if I look at it, is going to be a measly $0, €0 actually. The hell is this fake ass non-freedom currency? So that's essentially the structure of the creator program. And that's why I wanted to really get tier 3 creator, because you know, you get access to the fucking dev build, so you can do cool videos before the new content actually releases, and you get access to a creator code, so you get paid, which is awesome. I love money. Give me money. Your boy needs to eat to fund these gains, these massive gains. Oh, well, I did actually mention, so then, you know, this kind of brings up the question, how do you become a super creator, a tier 3 creator? And the way you do that is, apparently, when I asked around and, you know, reached out to that community manager that Supercell Danny redirected me to, it seems you need 100,000 subscribers. Is generally, on YouTube at least, that's the milestone. On Twitch and TikTok, it's different. I don't know what those numbers are, but for YouTube specifically, because that's the main platform I post on, it's 100,000 subscribers is like the minimum requirement to become a super creator. But even then, you might not actually qualify just for having 100k subs, because as you guys know, if you post YouTube shorts, for example, you can really farm subscribers really fast. There's also a lot of creators who have 100k subs, just like posting regular long form videos too, who don't have a code and aren't super creators. I don't know the exact reasoning for that. I'm not obviously a fucking community manager, nor am I in the decision-making room on Brawl Stars to decide who becomes a super creator. But it seems there's like some general thing of like, well, you need to be a good role model or something like that. You know, you kind of have to be a good person. You have to not be dumb. And that kind of does filter out a lot of people, I guess. And now from that, you might immediately have two further follow-up questions. It's like, well, one, Bedlam, you don't have 100k subs, so why the fuck do you have a code? And two, bro think he a role model when he's making jokes like these.
Now, if you look very carefully at this list, some of the very observant among you might actually notice one prominent support missing. Can you guess what it is? Here, pause this video right now, and then comment down below what your guess is, and then check to see if you got it right. Wait, no way, you actually got it. Yeah, that's completely right. The answer is your mom, because she just does such a great job of supporting me by sucking on my balls.
You know, when he's saying the shit that he says in his videos, how the fuck do you qualify as a role model? You are not family friendly, bro. I guess to answer the first question, there is a way to bypass the 100k sub requirement, and that is to basically know a guy. You have to, it's kind of like nepotism in a way, but like basically someone has to vouch for you. And they have to kind of really push for your case on like why this creator should be a super creator and why they deserve it, even though they don't meet the required like metric amount. And that's kind of why like smaller creators, like I know, for example, Composure, he has a creator code, even though he, well, how many subs does he have actually? I don't want to like little bro Composure because he's been in the YouTube game for a lot longer than I have, to be fair. Yeah, he doesn't have 100k subs. He has about as much as my main channel does, and he has a creator code, right? There's also a lot of old Clash Mini YouTubers, like Show Ming, for example, doesn't have 100k, but he has a creator code. If you're in a smaller game, you can get coded earlier. And it just kind of all depends on the situation and like the creator. And like I said, like some people with 100k subs won't have a creator code. It kind of comes down to like the quality, I guess, of the content that you make. Like what kind of a creator are you? And that brings us then to the second question. How the fuck does a creator like you get a creator code? Bro drops inflation jokes and talks about gooning and swears in his videos, and like, you are not Kairos Time, you know, you are not Lex YouTube, you are not OJ, and that's fair, but I would like to offer perhaps a counter perspective. Why does a good role model need to be family friendly? Because think about it, I said this actually, funnily enough, in like my Minecraft video, like the video where I reviewed the Minecraft movie and ate like chicken nuggets or some shit. Chicken Jockey, remember that meme? So funny. And basically the idea is Brawl Stars is a pretty old ass game. When I was in high school, I first started playing Brawl Stars, and that was 8 years ago. Not to date myself as a fossil, like, like I know it's over for me, I'm an unk, it's too late for me, blah blah blah. Hip replacement surgery soon, but the point is, Brawl Stars is a pretty old game, and I would bet that most of you watching this video are around average age, like 16 years old, maybe 17, maybe 18. According to my YouTube analytics, all of you, like 90% of you, are above the age of 18, which I know is not true, because all of you guys are obviously lying about your age. I lied about my age when I was here. I think my main YouTube account that I watch for my own personal feed and stuff, like that age is set to like 100 or something. I know you guys lie about your age, I get it, but I can kind of feel the vibe of the community that I have, and you guys are generally on the older side, and as the game matures and gets older, it's only going to get, the audience is going to get older and older. Like, yes, Brawl Stars does also have kids playing this game, that's true, but it's also full of a lot of fucking adults who have been playing this game for years, and they have been playing since they were a kid, but they aren't anymore. Like, it's just, it happens. Roblox is also going to achieve that point soon, probably, or maybe they already have. Like, I think most of the people playing Dress to Impress, for example, were above the age of 18 or some shit. Like, imagine, you know, one day all of you guys playing Roblox in, you know, high school right now. When you graduate from high school in a couple of years or something, you know, you're probably still going to play Roblox. Like, unfortunately, you don't just move on to adult games once you become an adult. That's not how that works, actually. Fun fact. Once you start playing a game, you just kind of play the same game forever. That's how that works now, because live service games and infinite money generator and stuff. And you can see this more maturing target demographic as Brawl Stars, even in their public communications and their Brawl Talk, they make more and more edgy jokes. Like, if you guys remember the OnlyFans joke in the Brawl Talk.
In July and in August. He has an OnlyFans?
Hey, an angel's got to do what an angel's got to do, you know.
they even sweared in the Brawl Talk, even though they bleeped it out. Or did they even bleep it out? I actually don't even know if they bleeped it out.
Town Square and Metropolis.
Brawl did it. Those crazy sons of bitches. They did it.
I don't remember, but it was obviously they have sweared. You know, if you guys remember the Melody cleavage joke on their Twitter, like, you know, I mean, I'm just saying.
Jackpot Griff is doing his best to make even more money. Did you know that 90% of gamblers quit just before they win big?
I think people talking up how the game is for kids to like downplay Brawl Stars as a game, you're actually out of touch. Unfortunately, like, funnily enough, it's ironic that the people, I guess, like saying that adults should stay out of their kids' game are the ones that are more out of touch. But it's true. It's actually, guys, the people who play this game aren't all just little babies. And arguably even little babies, I mean, with internet access, like, they're probably all fucked anyways. I don't know, I just remember when I was in like middle school or elementary school, maybe there's a self-report. Is this illegal? Let's just say that I had that friend in my class who showed me weird shit. He was like, hey, check this out. And it's just some random Funky Town video for those who know that reference. Like, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? It's 8 a.m. on a Monday. We're about to have fucking algebra class. What the fuck are you showing me? Or not algebra, whatever math they did. We're about to do our fucking multiplication tables. What the hell are you showing me right now? Except I didn't say it like that. I said, damn, dude, that's awesome. Because as a kid, you know, you gotta be Sigma or else you lose aura on the playground. And then all the kids pick other people to play tag with. And so kind of coming back to, I guess, the overall point, yes, I make edgy jokes, yes, I swear in my videos, and I guess that's okay. I guess Supercell is cool with that. I have actually literally been told by Supercell, like, yes, the developers know the types of videos I make. Supercell knows that I swear in my videos, and I say, you know, jokes about sucking the skin off Danny from Supercell's dick if he gives me creator code. They know that I said that. And from what I was told, whatever I was already doing, I'm free to just keep doing it and I'll be fine. And now that then brings us to, I guess, one final question that some of you may have. Well, what about my second favorite YouTuber? Because obviously I'm your favorite, right, guys? Right? Use code Bedlam, please. What about, you know, Toxic Genie or Snake Thug or whatever, insert other creator here who is way bigger than you and doesn't have a code, and yet they make, like, you know, or had an edgy past or something. Like, what's up with that? And I guess this is kind of maybe potentially the most important point of this whole video, and I will say this, and I hope the most clear way that I can on 2 hours of sleep. Guys, I've been cutting a lot because I'm like old internet dial tone, like trying to process thoughts that are not happening. My head is actually empty as fuck right now. I'm cooked. But if you take anything away from this video, I want you to take this away. There is a difference. There is a big difference, in my opinion, between edgy jokes and being an edgy person. And I guess to use myself as an example, I make jokes about gooning, and I might say like, oh, I'll fuck your mom or something to a viewer. But what I will not do is call a viewer a slur or be mean to people generally. There's some exceptions, but, like, you know, even when I am mean, I won't go there and target some immutable characteristic and use that as a pejorative. That is to say, I'm not going to say that someone is like a bad person because they are insert some race or insert some gender identity or sexuality or whatever. There is a fine line there that I think is significant. And I think I've had the fortunate position to where I started like my main online presence after college. So I had, you know, all my high school years and college years to already get through my character development before I started posting videos. You know, some people weren't that fortunate, I guess, in the way you could see it, and have unfortunately had some low moments that have been publicized online. And that's really hard to get rid of because no one really forgets stuff that's on the internet. Well, some of the stuff might not be guaranteed, and I don't know the specifics of Toxic Genie situation or Snake Thug situation, or even maybe my own situation. Like, maybe tomorrow I wake up and they're like, oop, creator code revoked, Bedlam, you said fuck in your video and you talked about gooning and your sexual fantasies about Danny from Supercell. That is too far. And actually, we didn't realize you did all this and now you're cooked. And I'm like, fuck. But at the same time, you know, if that happens, I guess then it is what it is. But also, it seems that Toxic Genie's situation was that, you know, he did call someone a bad word. And hopefully I don't have my PewDiePie bridge moment one day. God, that would be so bad. But my guess is that that is the difference, if you are wondering. And to be clear, I'm not saying that I like agree with that or anything. Like, I've made a video with Toxic Genie. I think he's a pretty cool guy from what I have seen of him. And for a while now, he's done a big like rebrand, I guess you could say, where he's basically become a family-friendly creator. I don't think I've even heard that guy swear on stream. Now that I think of it, I genuinely don't even know. Does he even make jokes anymore, Toxic Genie? Or does he... I genuinely don't know. I guess it's not really fair for me to say because I don't really watch his content, but like, I don't know. The stuff I do see of him, it seems very, very, very much just like he could be on YouTube Kids and he would fit right in. And I personally do believe in second chances. That's why my Discord is pretty lenient, I guess you could say, and we have a lot of strikes until we actually permaban you, and we have like a whole appeal server now too, in case you have been banned and you want to try to join back in. You can kind of argue your case there. Honestly, in my opinion, if it was up to me, I would give Toxic Genie his code back, but it's just not my decision to make, and I guess Supercell just doesn't want to be associated with any form of negativity or drama or anything, whether or not it was in the past. So that's unfortunate for Toxic Genie's case in particular. That's, keep in mind, this is all kind of like my speculation on what happened. I don't actually know for sure. Like, I've not heard from fucking Supercell's mouth themselves. So yeah, take this all with a grain of salt. And then Snake Thug too, I think he's had some, like, people say he used to be really toxic back in the day. I don't really know too much about it though, so I can't give you any specifics or details on that. And for anyone who doesn't know, Snake Thug also uses an emulator to play Brawl Stars. He plays on his PC. You can hear his keyboard in some of his videos. If you look at his movement joystick, it's in a very clear, like, 8-directional pattern that you can only achieve with WASD. And believe it or not, that is actually against Brawl Stars TOS. So that could also be another part of it too. But I bet Snake Thug, he's so big, he probably could get a creator if he really wanted to and just switch to tablet. I mean, it's free money. Like, he could take it if he wanted to. I think he just chooses not to, is kind of my guess on that situation. Yeah, I don't want to give you guys the impression with my videos, and I don't think I have done this, but like, I just, don't come away from my videos thinking like, well, Bedlam can talk about sex and gooning, so therefore I get to call these people slurs. Like, that's not, like, I don't think you would even get that impression from watching my videos, actually. I think I do a pretty decent job of portraying a certain image, keeping things pretty clean, because, I mean, to be clear, I'm not like putting on a persona or anything. This is literally just like kind of how I am in person too. But I really do strongly believe that, like, you can have fun and swear and even be toxic and, experience negative emotions and be angry and be sad and be happy and be whatever without being a mean person. I think that's, in fact, ideal if you were able to kind of keep that balance. It's a delicate balance, but if you can get it right, I think that's, the most fun that you'll ever have. So I guess circling back to the start of this video, I will just say again, the content's not going to change. And if that gets me in trouble one day and I lose my code, then so be it. It's just kind of what it's going to be. Like, I'm well, okay, guys, I'll have to wait until after the month is over so I can see how much money my code is making. Because if it's making a lot of money, then oh shit, you might see me, so-called free thinkers when they are presented with the option to sell out. But I will still swear in my videos for sure. I don't think I could stop swearing even if I tried. And I've said this before too. Like, I said this for so long. Like, I will just die in a random ranked game and I will just say fuck. Like, it will just slip out naturally. And I'm not going to go through the trouble of censoring every single swear I say. That's way too much fucking work. Even right there, I just swore for it. It's not even for anything. I just did it because it's fun. And same thing with like the type of humor too. It's just, this is what makes it fun for me. I'm not gonna, like, there's no point in making videos if I'm not gonna have fun with it. So that's kind of my perspective on that. And making money is fun, but I think the vibes are funner. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on this whole creator code situation. I hope I got my point across. I hope this video wasn't too dry. I'm really, really tired, and I don't even know if I don't know what I'm saying. I could be saying some bullshit, and I could be saying something that gets me in trouble. I have no idea. I guess closing thoughts. Thanks for sticking it through with me on this journey on the Brawl Stars path. More videos to come, of course. Use code Bedlam in the Supercell store and the Brawl Stars shop too, the in-game shop. I mean, that's good as well. Like, bare minimum, that's fine. Supercell store though, if you use it, I get paid more for that. There's no... you get benefits too. I think you actually do get like creator points or Supercell points or whatever they can use in the points shop. Yeah, they're called like ID rewards, and if you buy stuff on the Supercell shop, you can get like all the cool pins and Peck Ash and the King Frank skins, and you can get some cool shit. the best, the most insane offers ever, guys, that you can buy on the Brawl Stars shop. Oh my god, daily offer 4,000 coins for $13? That's a 51% discount. That is so insane. I would buy that. I would, you know, I definitely could use the coins. Like, oh my god, you're telling me I get to buy all 3 of these passes at once? Even when I already have the Brawl Pass active, I can still buy... I can buy 8 Brawl Passes in one go! That's insane! Yeah, I'm sorry. That's gonna be for me. Take care of yourselves. And... should I change my name? I don't want to. I like my Bumblehead. I like that. I don't know. How should I advertise my creator code more, guys? Maybe you guys should change your names to Code Bedlam. Only for my most dedicated soldiers. Mashallah, you shall be promised the true kiss in the Bedlam afterlife or something. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching, and more normal Brawl Stars videos tomorrow. Peace. And the creator code is gone.
His second star power, Nigiri Nemesis, on the other hand, gives you a 90%... Oh no, did we ban Rick already? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, let's ban Larry. Just because Larry is kind of annoying to face as an aggro brawler, because his twin just always comes in with his little shotgun pellet and is like, no, you stay away from my twin brother. And then they make out in front of you and you're like, wait, isn't that incest? And they're like, yes, but it's morally reasonable because we are twin brothers. So there's no risk of, you know, any genetic baby coming out that is fucked or anything. It's just gross. And then you say, what the fuck? So we take Belle,